game in a long time. Hades, Geb, Shibalanke up against Sun Wukong, Apollo, Fenrir. I'm assuming that Hades is going to be going solo. Solo, Hades up against Sun Wukong. Hades is going to win and push, easy peasy. So Sun Wukong is going to have to withstand the extreme push potential of Hades at level 2. It's ridiculous. So Sun Wukong is probably going to lose out on a lot of gold. If he plays it right, though, and just focuses on farm instead of poking him back, then he'll be good. There's not a jungler picked so far. Amir's been banned. Sylva's still available. Over here on our blue team, we still need a... Looks like that's going to be Fenrir jungle. Sun Wukong solo. Unless it's Sun Wukong support, which would be very surprising. Freya. Most likely that Freya is going to be going jungle. That's interesting. I haven't seen a Freya jungle in a long time. Unless that's somehow Freya ADC and Shibalanke solo. With Hades mid? Interesting. Hi, Neckerman. Sylvanas pick, very strong. Unfortunately, Geb's shield is just overpowered. Agni mid. Oh, please tell me this is a mid game. Ravana? Really? No way. So it's gonna be Ravana solo, Hades mid, Freya jungle, Geb Shibalanke duo lane, obviously. Unless for some strange reason they decide to go Ravana in jungle. It's just some weird team comps. Poseidon. There's 4 That's 4 magical. Oh, Bronze League. Oh, Bronze League, the little gems of joy you've already brought us. 4 magical on this side right over here. Oh, God. You know, to be fair, magical is difficult to build for because the magical defense items aren't nearly as good or as beneficial overall as the physical defense items. So I think it, like, comparing them side to side just for what it is, regardless of player skill, I think 4 magical is, like, harder to build against than the physical, because, like, anybody. Mystical Mail, done. What's up, Pars? Okay. That's really weird. They have a lot of circle ults over here, so it looks like, honestly, based off of picks alone, late game is going to go to red team. Shibalanke, no matter how much he feeds, depending, like, granted, he can hit his autos, he's going to suck really bad late game to deal with. Those crits and the branching bull is just the amount of damage that Shibalanke can put out late game is stupid. Hades, really strong early here. Like, this is their only early anything, is Hades and Poseidon right here. Freya takes a really long time to come online. Shibalanke, he hurts from the get-go, but like I said, late game is where he shines. She comes online around 12-13 minutes. So I expect to see, like, there's a lot of early push here on this team comp. With the Sylvanas Apollo lane up against Geb Shibalanke, like, actually the wave clear should be about the same. But Agni against Poseidon, Agni does really well against Poseidon. Really well. Mainly because of that CC immune dash, and you have, like, wave clear for free with your bombs. I haven't played Agni in a hot minute, though, so this will be really interesting to watch. Slam Slugger, we are watching Greg, one of our Bronze League heroes from chat. God, I want to use that! I want to use that title! We should just all tweet and sign a petition and send it to Husky StarCraft and be like, yo, let me use your title. I'll give you a high five at PAX. Or wherever it is that you go. It's gonna be interesting. Agni is not CC immune while dashing, right? Yes, he is. I thought he was. That's what he was, eventually. It's not CC immune anymore? Aw, oh, damn, dude. I guess that was a change they made a long time ago. That's how often I play Agni. His dash used to be CC immune, which meant that, like, if you timed it correctly, you could get out of an Ares ult. And everything else. So I'm actually really glad they took that out, because he gets his ult is you don't use any of your mana in order to use Agni's ultimate. As long as if he has a bomb, it's free, no matter what it is or where you decide to use it. So I'm really glad that there's no longer CC immunity in that dash, because he was broken for a really long time. Alright, it's going to take me a second to get used to the spectating control, so bear with me, chat, while we're doing this. Alright. Let's do assisted. Oh my god, look at how big the UI is. Okay. Can we, before we even load into this match, discuss something that has been on my brain for I don't know how long, and I can't stand it. I hate the way that our SPL games look. Because literally all of this information is on the fucking screen. What the caster and the cameraman see, the world sees, and I think this is way too much. I mean, look at how much of the beautiful artwork you're hiding just with all of this like nasty UI for no reason. All right, so let's go ahead and take that off because I don't care about it. Don't want to see that either. I'm probably gonna keep my camera controls up. Ugh. Maybe if we just scale everything down a little bit, it'll be better. I really can't stand the way the SPL looks. It's just like, it's very cluttered. And honestly, the people in the audience, they don't need all of the information that the, they don't need all the information that the casters need. They don't need all the information that, fucking, hold on, let me scale this down. Ugh. Apply. Okay. They don't need all the information. That information can either be outsourced to like a website where people who are watching the stream live, they want to know what's being built and what's going on, what everybody's leveling. That information could be sent to an exterior site. Like, this is just too much. Alright. Get everybody loaded in here. Let's get resituated with the controls. How the fuck do you turn... E, Z and C, E, Q, Z, C. Really? What do you mean left and right? Alright, there we go. I guess. Hello? Am I only allowed to look one direction? Alright, let's just find, let's find our man over here. There we go. What's up, Sax Kid? How are you? I want to see your items. I want to talk smack about your items. So we're watching a Bronze League match. Our nerd over here, Greg, on Agni. I'm spectating to kind of like lightly poke fun at just like the different like Bronze League players. I think it's adorable. Sometimes, like, the decisions that they make or, like, the builds that they do, I'm just like, oh, honey. Oh, honey, honey, that's adorable. But I'm also going to be offering up suggestions and just kind of, like, my opinions on the matches they happen. It's not necessarily casting. Not necessarily casting. More of just a closer insight and some light poking. Finally, everybody's loaded in. Except for this nerd right here. Did you guys ever notice whenever you got the graphics turned up all the way on high, these little nameplates, or these little plates right here where you spawn in at, like there's an individual one for your character. It's actually pretty cool. Uh, already interesting picks. Xbalanque going with the Tier 2 Devo gloves. That gives you 20 physical power and 10% lifesteal. Up against Apollo, who started out with Death's Toll. I mean, Xbalanque is going to be building those a lot earlier. This also means that he may be double stacking at this point. Xbalanque Transcendence is always, like, Xbalanque and Transcendence have gone hand in hand together for a very long time. Because he's so mana hungry. I wouldn't say he's the most mana hungry ADC anymore, for sure. These controls are crazy. Alright, so let's zoom out. What does X do? I don't know. What is E? Okay, so Z zooms in. Z and C. That's all we need to know. Looks like we're doing a traditional start here. We've got some interesting awards. Oh my god, did he ward their purple? He warded purple buffs. That's like season, like early season 2. That's like, ugh. I haven't seen that in a hot minute. Alright, you started out with your flame wave first, which is very interesting. Normally people go with the dash first. I'm not saying that's incorrect. It could be individual player style, but typically it is those that play Agni, they usually go the dash first, simply because you can make it to the wave first, come up here, and then like dash backward into your minions. But it's really individual choice. I guess Poseidon still hasn't loaded in. So that means Freya's having to come from jungle over here to come defend this lane just a little bit. These right mids should be free. Absolutely free. Unless Freya decides to come and be a jerk. Alright. Good job, Apollo, over there with First Blood. Holy free holies. You're absolutely dead. Freya's still level 2. Greg, our friend Greg here, who we're spectating in mid, just getting free farm for days. Okay, duo lane. I'm gonna need you to calm down for a minute while I'm trying to look over here and make sure, is that Hog? She has Hog. Freya jungle has Hog. Like, not just Hog, but like tier 2 Hog. She didn't even do boots, man. She said screw that. I don't know if she was doing that for wave clear, knowing that her Poseidon didn't load in. That's not a good active for jungler to have anymore. Since the nerf to Hog, no, you were much better off with blink and beads. Like even as Freya. Over here left lane, another kill going down to Sylvanas. They're just wrecking over there. That push is absolutely insane. Alright, dashing out a little bit, doing a good job. Already hit level 5. Let's see if he elects to use his bombs or not. It also looks like you're maxing your flame waves, Path of Flames. That, may be a misclick. Ooh, what did I tell you? Beginning this match, Sun Wukong was gonna get poked out early. I'm not quite sure why there are 2 points put into Path of Flames. Generally, it's your 2 that is leveled over your dash. Your dash has a really low cooldown. Look at that. 15 seconds before you can use it again. I wouldn't use that for your wave clear. Another kill over there in duo lane. That's 3 kills in duo lane. That's insane. Good job, duo lane. Too bad we're spectating. We're going to spectate this nerd, though. This has not only a... it's got the same cooldown, but at least leaves your escape up if you ever need to get out. Honestly, I think you're getting really lucky. I think you're getting really, really lucky. Because normally you're not able to just use your dash like that. Okay, so that's the first thing that I've noticed. Your build is interesting as well. The Vampiric Shroud into Uncommon Sash. So I'm assuming you're going to be going, building Warlock Sash. That takes a really long time to get leveled up, and that's fine. But if buying this outright, you have 0 money for pots or anything. So I'm pretty sure Poseidon had loaded in. I'm pretty sure that you would have had bigger issues. And it looks like they're Geb DC'd. I don't know if that was a rage quit or not. It might have been. Maybe he's just frustrated that he can't keep his ADC alive over here. But duo lane definitely taking control. Our solo lane is having a little bit more problems than the other lanes. But, ooh, Hades is real low. Freya's over here to help or relieve some of the pressure a little bit. Looks like both of our blue Both people on our blue team, Wukong completely out of mana, but Fenrir's coming in for that hot gank. He was like, yeah, you greedy nerd. You greedy nerd. How dare you? How dare you come back to the wave? The #1 cause of deaths in Smite is because you stayed too long, especially in this bracket. People, if you're in bronze, that means you're curious about the game, you want to get better at it, and you're just practicing, right? You're trying to climb the ladders. Your #1 cause of death is going to be staying too long. Freya's only level 6. She doesn't have... All she has is boots, too, so she's really not that big of a threat as far as damage goes. Although she is chunking that Sylvanas quite a little bit. Poseidon is back. Level 2, though, up against the level 7. You should, that Freya should back right now. She's staying too long. She's staying too long. She has no mana. Oh, that pull. That was unfortunate. That would have been a really hot play. Interesting to see Poseidon backing. I was about to say, dude, you need to stay in the lane and farm. If you're behind, and you're like 3 levels behind the jungle and 5 levels away from your opponent, you need to be careful. You need to stay in lane and try not to lose gold. That is your #1 job. Rotate to all of these camps with your jungler, just like you're doing right there. Very good. Alright, I want to take a look at Greg again and see what he's got. So he's rushing Warlock Sash. That's really expensive. It's 5 minutes into the game. Generally, as mid, you can start with this, and it's okay to rush it, but oh, you reset it. That's unfortunate. Don't forget, if you step outside this little rocky circle, you reset the camps entirely. So maybe if you use the dash the other way instead of away. I actually wouldn't even use your dash since you have all of your bombs available. You have all of your bombs available. You can use that. Don't be so... Something else that I struggle with myself is being an ult hoarder. Some people will hold on to their ultimates until the perfect time to use it. Aww, getting wrecked. They're not checking this duo lane at all. Like, Freya's been rotating over here to the solo lane, where Hades is actually... He's winning lane. Hades is winning his lane. I don't know why Freya's electing to go over there to relieve the pressure rather than helping this Shibalanke, whose Geb is DC'd. Very common to see rage quits in this bracket, for sure. You don't really, to be fair, I stopped seeing rage quits. I see them occasionally in plat, but they still happen. They still happen on rare occasion. Alright, your red buff is available over here, and sometimes you, like, if you would have just used your bomb, if you used your bombs to clear the wave over here, you could have been over here to get all of this experience from red buff. Instead, it looks like you're just going to walk around and pick it up. Use your bombs. Use your bombs to clear mid. It's really frustrating and really annoying to to your mid opponent whenever Agnes do that, because it's just for free. Big engagement going on over here. Sylvanas is taking the full brunt of a level 5 Kraken and some autos over here, but it looks like Fenrir's going to jump in and seal the deal. Paulo probably going to pick up the second kill if he could land an auto. Don't die. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Fenrir, I'm not really sure why you decided to actually go inside the tower. Don't tier 2 dive at 7 minutes. Most circumstances, you shouldn't do that. Oh my god. If you can't seal the deal, just get out. Finished Warlock Sash, 12 stacks on it already. Typically, that's what I was saying. It's okay to rush Warlock Sash. It really, really is. It's okay to rush Book of Thoth as well. However, understand that you have mobility problems at that point, because the other mid laner, typically, what the standard mid, I guess, build order is, you buy Chronos tier 1 on most of the gods, Vampiric Shroud, and then you build into... You took a lot of unnecessary poke there. I wish I could reverse this without it actually dropping. If you're watching these games live and you try to rewind a little bit, it crashes. So, right there, you were waiting for your dash to come back up. That's a problem. You're leveling your dash to clear the wave, but really you should be leveling your 2 and using your ult. Back to Warlock Sash. It's okay to do it, but you don't have boots. The other mid laner is typically going to have boots. Let's see, Poseidon's already got his. Like right there, straight up. So he's gonna be, not only is he fast as fuck, but he's gonna be rotating all over the place. He's over here making plays. He was DC'd for like the first 5 or so minutes of the game. That was a very unfortunate Kraken miss. Trying to go in on a Fenrir who's still got full mana, he's probably going to jump away. 9 times out of 10. Right side camp's going down to the red team. Blue team's up by 9 kills thanks to duo lane. Geb has still not been in the game. And I haven't seen Sylvanas rotate over to like mid team fights at all, which absolutely would have saved your ass right there. I'm going to try to rewind it. Okay. We're going to watch Greg and then see what Greg can do in order to be better. First thing I'm noticing, 8 minutes into the game, you have 0 wards in your 4 corners as mid. Second, you didn't notice all of the people coming into the lane over here. To you, stacks are more important. This Poseidon is full health. Yes, you're like 5 levels above him. You're chasing him. That's what happened. All right, you used your dash. All right. So if you had wards back here in these back corners, you would have seen that Fenrir was like taking a lot of brunt. And if you're pushed up in lane and there's a fight happening on this side of the map that close to you, like where it's super easy to come over, if you're pushed up, fucking leave. Preferably go out this way to the jungle instead of dashing in trying to take out the Poseidon. The Poseidon knows that he's behind. So what he's going to do is he's going to use himself as bait and try to get out in any instance. Here you offensively dash. Agni is screwed. If you use his dash to engage, you better guarantee yourself that you can get out for free. And right now, you're the only person in this area. You have 2 people back in base. Sylvanas hasn't left the lane with Apollo because they're winning over there. And so that leaves you here all by yourself. Try to save your dash in most cases. I would use your ult more than your dash. If you're going to save any of your abilities, save your escape. Absolutely. Alright, that was a really nice stun. But, again, you didn't see the Hades. If you just ward these 4 little corners, normally if I'm feeling aggressive or if I'm ahead, I warn these top corners over here. If I feel like I'm getting rotated on a bunch, I will ward back here. Just for the first 10 minutes of the game, just pick up basics. Like, sentry wards are really expensive to buy, so unless you're really far ahead, just buy basic wards, and at least that will provide you vision. You may not be able to counter their wards or anything, or know if they have wards around, but you'll at least be able to see where their jungler is, which, as mid, is super important and relevant to you.
Unstoppable.
This Apollo is just wrecking face. 7-0 and 2 at 10 minutes in. This poor Shivalanke, level 9. He's died 5 times. Just absolutely steamrolled. The push potential of Sylvanas Apollo is stupid. See, look, Sylvanas is still in left lane. He has not left. And how are you guys only level 11? You're solo. You're supposed to have, like, the most farm. Alright, I'm gonna come watch here in mid. Have you used your ult yet, Greg? Have you used any of your bombs? I don't think I've seen a single bomb used. Right, there was nothing you could do about Sylvanas. Sylvanas just took the D. I don't know why Apollo decided to dash in like that. He's only level 13. His tower shots hurt a lot. Who's pinging? Alright, you've got this pushed up. Don't stay after fights.
Killing spree. Don't you even feel a little
So
bit
if I'm in this position and we just took out a nerd in mid, especially a nerd that's level 8, his like death timer is going to be insanely small. And all the people who are in the area are going to start like crowding over to you because you just finished a fight. That means you're out of your actives, you're out of your ult usually, you're out of your kit, you're out of mana, out of health. You're out of something and they're coming to exploit that. So even though yes, this tier 2 is juicy, it's only 10 minutes into the game. Smite games typically last anywhere from like 20 to 35, sometimes even 40 minutes. So it's actually a better idea for you to just back off instead of getting this really risky tier 2. And I understand the feels because I'm the exact same way as a player. Like, I will die for a tower, and you guys know that. See? Is that a ward? Yeah, you do have a ward up over here. They have a ward. You have a ward back here for some reason at their back camp. So that means you saw it. I mean, you're level 11, so you evaded the aggression for sure, but I think you could have been a little bit more effective. Instead of standing here waiting for the wave to come through, a lot of okay, this is another thing that I think is worth mentioning. If you're in bronze or you're thinking about trying out League for the first time, or if you're very new to Conquest, the minions coming out through the lanes, that's not the only way that you can get experience and gold in this game. As a matter of fact, it's a lot more efficient because you have 30 seconds in between each wave, alright? And it takes anywhere from, like, let's just say at max it should take you like 5-6 seconds to clear a wave at any point in the game, right? Especially in the early stages whenever you're rotating as mid with your jungle. You have 30 seconds in between waves. Clear the wave really quick and then look at your map immediately. This is a little drill for you guys to practice. Look at your mini-map immediately after you clear a wave. What jungle buffs are available around you? What lane is pushed up? Who could be rotated on? That's the key. Once you have your wave clear and your tower is relatively safe, go do something else. Don't sit in the lane and wait for another wave because that's not really achieving very much for you. That's the only thing that's doing is ensuring that you have lane control, which can't always be maintained. So, you clear the wave, go do something else immediately. You get into a team fight, leave immediately, unless there's a guarantee that you aren't gonna get rotated on. There you go.
Divine.
I still can't believe that the Geb actually rage quit. Something else that people don't understand about Smite, just because you're a little bit behind in the beginning, that does not determine the fight. There are actual comeback mechanics in Smite. You can always turn a game around at any point, especially if you position correctly and you play carefully. You can turn a game around. Like Gold Fury is a huge deal. Look, he's just gonna sit here and wait for the wave. You've got mid camps over here. Your red just died. You've got a back camp. You've also got their red buff right here. Since you have them pushed up really far, you're really far ahead of everybody, you can just go into their jungle and take their stuff, especially if you've got the Sylvanas right over here like you do. Now the Sylvanas sees you in mid, and finally 12 minutes into the game, he's deciding to be a part of something else. Oh my god, you used the bomb! I'm so proud of you. Hey, there's 2 and 3! Alright. Try not to spam your bombs too much. Try not to spam them too much. Alright, so you're going into Shoots of the Magi, and then probably into Bancrofts? If you're going to be, like, if you're going to rush a stacking item, I recommend that you go, after you get boots, you go your pin item. So, in this case, it would be Spear. Very nice. Your Fenrir is getting work done. That poor Xbalanque. Triple kill. Aw, and then he gets taken out. I'm a little surprised that red team hasn't surrendered, honestly. Geb is just gone. Geb is just like, no, I can't even. They're too far ahead, it's too frustrating. It's really unfortunate. Not only do you, like, lose elo that way, but, like, you get a huge penalty on your account for leaving ranked games. The game is always a... Aw, that was an unfortunate bomb. Oh, you didn't... Oh, I hope you have a dash. I hope you have a dash. Your Apollo's dead. Your Apollo's dead. Oh, I wouldn't stay. I wouldn't stay. That's Freya. It's 13 minutes into the game. Freya already has, what does she got? She's got Fatalis and Pin Boots. Alright, so she's not doing a ton of damage, but she's hitting you a lot. She can still chunk you. Alright, you're gonna get out for free. Good job, man. See, there's this red buff over here. Like, why not take the red buff that's available, or these back camps? If the other team has been cleared, like, if they've died a whole bunch, then just go for your camps. Go for your camps around you. Oh, I love the slowdown on that ult. Alright, let's fast forward a little bit and see what happens here. It's really unfortunate. See, he stayed too long. He stayed too long and he died for it. And then you're going to come over here and farm up mid because you're still stacking, but you don't see that really fed Hades behind you. You've used all 3 of your bombs. Alright, gonna run away. Very nice. Your Sylvanas is going to keep fighting for some reason. And you're going to come back here and do these mids. I haven't seen these mids cleared in quite some time. Hi, Madcap. How are you? see, Xbalanque hurts. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't see, did you get the kill there? No, you haven't gotten the kill yet. Oh, that was unfortunate. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go back to 1 times, and then we're gonna back it up a little bit. See what happened here. Alright, you took most of your poke from Xbalanque's poison darts. You landed that bomb. Alright, he's getting out. You're at half health. Here comes Poseidon. Oh, okay. Alright, you see Poseidon there. You know you're half health. He's only 3 levels behind you. Yeah, he DC'd for a while, but he's caught up. Got you with the tidal surge. Alright, your positioning is really nice here right around the corner. Except that you should also... Do you have any actives on you? Holy moly. Holy moly. Greg, we gotta talk about... Thank you. You just now fought your actives, dude. 16 minutes into the game, you finally got beads and Aegis. Try to... Like, I know rushing your stacking item, like, it feels like it's super important, but it's not nearly as important as, like, getting your actives. You should have beads 1 and... Oh, okay, they surrendered. That's what I thought. Try to have your actives, your tier 1 actives, before 6 minutes. I'm going to say 6 minutes you should have at least tier 1 of some active. At the very least. Overall, your build is fine. Me personally, the way that I would tweak it is I would just go, I would probably start, if you're going to build into Bancrofts, I would just go Bam Shroud, and then Tiny Trinket start. That way you have 2 mana pots, because I don't know about you, but I'm really spammy as a mage in the first couple minutes of the game, so I like run out of mana pretty quickly. Then build into your boots. Don't even work on Bancrofts. Build into your pin boots, and then your stacking item if you're going to do it. But with this particular build order, I would have gone stacking item. As soon as you had boots done, work on your penetration item, because at 16 minutes, those bombs should be hitting like a fucking truck, and they will, or they would if you had that penetration item. Also, I would max your 3 over your 2. Your 2, it's a lot safer, and your dash is, it's your escape. You're a squishy mage, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have a lot of burst and you have a stun to kind of help you out, but it's still pretty iffy. Save your escape. Use your bombs to clear. Sweet. What do you guys think?